It is semifinal Saturday in USL League One. The first of our two semifinals comes to you from just outside Omaha in Warner Park. It's the top-seeded Union Omaha playing host to the 4-seed, the Charlotte Independents. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be with you here on this Saturday evening from a cold Warner Park as we look at the bracket. Of course, if Omaha wins, they will be hosting next weekend's USL League One final. If it is Charlotte, they will travel to either North Carolina or Northern Colorado. That game coming up at 7:30 Eastern tonight. But this season for Union Omaha, truly a record-breaking year for the Owls. It didn't necessarily start off that way, though. They started 6-5-7, but of course they've ripped off 14 games unbeaten. They won 10 straight and route to a record for points and goals scored. Coach Dominic Casciato has talked about how they have learned to deal with adversity to get them to this point and now stand on the doorstep of a third USL League One final appearance. We'll see if they can get the job done today at home. On the other side for Charlotte, they have had contributions across the board in the attack. The Jacks are one of just 4 teams who did not have a double-digit goal score, but they did have 4 players with 6 or more goals, and last week against Greenville had 3 unique goal scorers. Mike Jeffries said they can be a bit of a double-edged sword, but the positive side of that is it makes it hard for the opposition to key in on just one specific player. We'll see who can get on this score sheet today for this Charlotte side, and they will be without Dane Kelly. Well, as we mentioned, temperatures are in the 30s, wind chills are in the 20s. It is a true playoff atmosphere this evening from Omaha. We'll have lineups in first kick from Warner Park coming up next.
This just in, Omaha is a soccer city, and Union Omaha is your club. After 14 matches unbeaten to end the regular season and a first-place finish, it's playoff time. We'll battle for another trophy starting with the semifinal match at Warner Park on Saturday, October 28th at 4:30 p.m. Visit tickets.unionomaha.com and catch a postseason atmosphere unlike anything else in Omaha as we look to claim our second USL League One title at Warner Park. One city, one club, one means all.
Bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way. Home is with you wherever that may be.
I just want to say a big thank you to all the fans, not just for coming out tonight, but for your support over the course of the season. It really does help these lads give everything they can. So a big thank you to everybody for coming out, a big thank you for all your support over the course of the year, and we're looking forward to seeing you on Saturday afternoon, guys. Thank you very much.
Like Dom said, thanks to the fans for all the support throughout the season, and thank you to Barchin for hosting this great event, and hopefully we'll see you guys Saturday, and hopefully we'll get a win.
Oh, we want the cup! Gotta have that cup! Oh, we want the cup! Gotta have that cup! Oh, we want...
Teams making their way out onto the field tonight. The wind is howling, the temperatures are low. It is a great playoff atmosphere tonight from Warner Park as the #1 seed Union Omaha is ready to start their playoff journey. And of course, the season series, it's been an interesting one between these two here in 2023. A win, a loss, and a draw all around. It started off with a 0-0 draw all the way back in April in Charlotte. A 3-0 win for the Independents back in June. These two teams just met a few weeks ago, and it was a big 4-1 win for Union Omaha. So we'll see if they can follow that up here today and pretty much win the season series. That's what it all comes down to here today, with the spot in the final on the line as well. we look at the lineups. They are presented by Rotella's, and for Dominic Casciato, no changes. It is the third straight game with the same starting 11 since Noe Meza has come back into the lineup a few games ago. It actually started with that game against Charlotte back in early October. He has run with the same 11. Of course, Steven Dos Santos has been pouring in the goals. He did it at the USL Championship level. He's doing it here in USL League One. 13 goals leads the team. On the other side for Charlotte, just one change and maybe a more attacking change for the Independents and Mike Jeffries. It's Corey Bennett who will come in. He will lead the line. That'll move Joel Johnson out to right back with Fabrice Inga. He is out of the lineup here today. He will move to the bench. And of course, Gabriel Oberton, 2 goals in his playoff career. Of course, he scored last week against Greenville and will look to continue that hot form here today. With that, we are just about set to go. Our referee is Eric Tattersall. It is a cold day, and we'll see how these players can try to stay warm. I give a lot of credit to Luis Hill. He's rocking the short sleeves today, and it is cold. Here we go, underway, the first of our 2 USL League One semifinals. It's Union Omaha and the Charlotte Independents, the 4th time these 2 teams are facing off here in 2023. Lagos Kunga, who is already fouled just 16 seconds in. It'll be an attacking set piece coming for Union Omaha. They're in the black and Volt, and in all white, it is Charlotte. Marco Milanese is standing over this, the Italian center back. Trying to test Austin Pack here in the early going, not even a minute in. He'll loft this up. It's headed back centrally. Pack! It was a bit of an awkward ball there as he lost his balance. And Dolabella heads it just over the bar. Pack may have just lost his balance. We'll see this again. Just lofted up to the end line. Good centering header there by JP Skierson. Pack just missed it. Came out to try to punch it. Couldn't get anything on it. Dolabella was inches away from giving Omaha the perfect start. Well, this is just the 2nd semifinal that Omaha has hosted in their club's history. The other one was a 6-1 win back in 2021 against FC Tucson. We'll see what they have for an encore performance here today as Dos Santos keeps this in play. Another deflected cross, and this is out of play. Well, of course, Omaha, they didn't play last week. They got the bye after that 1-0 win over Forward Madison, but it looks like they're picking up right where they left off. Always curious to see how that week off can affect some teams as we get our first Modelo corner kick. And Luis Hill is ready to stand over it. Capped by the U.S. men's national team time in MLS as he sends in the corner. It's flicked along. Dos Santos was lunging for it as it runs out of play. And finally, Charlotte a chance just to settle things here. Now for the Independents, the 3-2 win over Greenville. Johnson, Oberton, Flanagan scoring the goals. Mike Jeffries saying he's kind of glad we held on. They conceded that late goal, made it 3-2, made it a little bit closer. He said we were much sharper in the second half. He said the first half a little bit tentative. He said maybe as sharp as we've been in the final third in the second half. That's where they scored all 3 of their goals starting 6 minutes after halftime. They added on in the final quarter of an hour, and that was enough to get the job done. A couple of goals in a 5-minute span. Going long over the top, and it'll be at the feet of Rashid Nuhu. Here's Heel. Milanese. And Pedro Dolabella. Bit of a new look Union Omaha team, the only player in the starting lineup that, or pardon me, two of the players that were in the starting lineup today were on that title-winning team, and Rashid Nuhu and JP Skierce. Skierce wearing the captain's armband. He has now been with this team. This is 4th season. The Arizona native. Of course, Rashid Nuhu has been a staple with this team. And here's Dion Akoff, centering feed. It was a diving header. Trying to contort his body just to get something on. That was Noe Meza. Out of play, and a goal kick on the way. Just a bad giveaway there by Avion Flanagan. Heel and Akoff off to the races after that one. And nothing doing there for Omaha, but they have been playing very well here to start. Charlotte just looking to settle things down here in the early going. Maybe their first move going forward. It'll be a foul and a free kick. That's a little bit better. Corey Bennett. So many attacking options for the Charlotte side, as we talked about in the open. Corey Bennett, though, has mostly been a player coming off the bench this year, just his 10th start. With no Dane Kelly, not even on the bench today. He moves into the starting lineup. We'll see how often Joel Johnson can get forward, as he is one of those standing over this set piece. Oberton, Sis. Looks like that's Flanagan as well. Looks like a four-man wall here for Union Omaha. Going into a slight breeze here. Chance to hit this from distance. Oberton striding up, he goes low, and it's off the wall. Flanagan will just try to get it forward again, and that's when it's turned over. Dalabella. And Charlotte does well to win possession right back. Oberton moves it out wide. Tresor Mbuyu. Mbuyu. Get the shot away, he can't. He got the last touch on it. Akoff does well to usher that out of play. Of course, Dion Akoff, who is in his second season here with Omaha. How about last year endearing himself to the fans, scoring that game-winning penalty kick against the Chicago Fire in the US Open Cup. Regular here in 2023 for Dominic Casciato. Dalabella. Taken away, Joel Johnson getting forward, but his pass looking for Bennett off the mark. Akoff playing in an advanced position. The run of Kunga. There goes Kunga. He tries to stand this up to the back post. Too tall for Steven Dos Santos, and Joel Johnson will get this upfield as far as Shaft Brewer. Of course, this Omaha side comes in riding a 14-game unbeaten run. Their last loss coming on July the 22nd against Lexington. They have won 3 straight coming in as well, finishing off the season with those 3 wins against Charlotte, Tormenta, and Madison, only conceding 1 goal in those 4 games. That draw did come against North Carolina. We could see that matchup next week. Having trouble playing out here. Good pressure high up the field by Omaha. Referee thought about it, now he'll blow his whistle. It's a free kick coming for the Owls. We talked about the weather today. It is cold. Not really a chance of rain, I guess it would be snow, but everybody's bundled up and taking in this one as the free kick comes in. Flicked header, it's right at Austin Pack. He's able to hold on to it. Good service in from the far side, Luis Heel. Looked like that was Alexi Sawahi, who has plenty of playoff experience in his USL career, mostly with Lou City. Won the USL Cup in 2018. Here's Heel. Great service. Normally, maybe that one a bit lacking. It should be a foul in the middle. It is, as Mbuyu is brought down. Select, the official matchball supplier of USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Lofted forward, trying to win a second ball, and a player down. And the referee will stop play here. Dolabella wanted to keep going. Suwahi, a hard fall. Doesn't feel any better on a cold day like today. He's helped back to his feet. He's contesting there with Corey Bennett. During this 14-game unbeaten run for Union Omaha, 8 one-goal wins, and during that 10-game stretch, they had 7 one-goal wins in a row. They have won a lot of tight games this year. And that's what you need come playoff time, as Akoff settles things for Union Omaha. Ball sent in by Skiers. A bicycle kick attempt there by Dos Santos. Ambitious there from the big number 10. 70 career goals in the USL Championship. He's done very well for himself here in USL League One, scoring 13, a team high. This has been about as good of a start for Omaha as you could ask for, maybe without scoring. Pressuring right off the opening kickoff. Flanagan, goal scorer from last week. Here's Sis. Moves it off to the far side for Joel Johnson. Flanagan trying to play this into space. Flag does come up. A bit delayed there, but was offside in the end, was Corey Bennett. Not only has Omaha been good overall, but they've been stellar at home. Unbeaten in 11 straight home games overall. 11 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. That, of course, is the best home form in USL League One. It's impressive they break a goal-scoring record this season with 61 goals. That was actually tied for the most with Northern Colorado as well. Although this season across the league they have played more games than they have in the past. Another flag up for offside, this time on Shaft Brewer. Suwahi has this covered. Nuhu under a bit of pressure. No problem for the experienced goalkeeper. Golden Glove in 2021 and 2022. Dominic Casciato, going all the way back to the first matchup between these two, said they're probably the better team in that 0-0 draw. Obviously, he said the 3-0 loss was probably their worst performance of the season. As this is slipped ahead, Kunga tries to square it, just fired it across the face of goal. Too hot to handle for Steven Dos Santos, and it runs all the way out of play. Hill did so well to slip that in for Kunga. A little touch on that one, and it could easily be 1-0 to Union Omaha. They have no doubt had the better of the goal-scoring opportunities today. 5 shots and just 1 on target. Only 1 shot for Charlotte, pardon me, that coming off the set piece. Right through the middle, and it's broken up. Ibarra flicked along, Oberton, and DA trying to get on this. The cross to the back post, and again overhit. Now seeing that on both ends. How about that touch from Gabriel Oberton? Just oozes class on that front line for the Charlotte Independents. NDA just could not get the right weight on that pass. Another first-year player, and a younger player here with Charlotte, 24 years old. Went to UNC Wilmington to play his college soccer. Sliding challenge in the middle, but Heel comes up with it anyway, and there was a foul in there as Sis was brought down. Trying to explain to the referee that maybe there should be more than just a plain foul. I'm able to see it again here. Bit of a high boot there from Heel. Flanagan. And Kunga takes it off him. There goes Kunga. Finds space in the middle. Dalabella. Play this in behind, a kind deflection, and Omaha might be in. Austin Pack sliding in to deny Noe Meza. All worked out well there for Union Omaha until the end. Great ball in behind, but it was just spilled there for a moment by Hector Acosta. Austin Pack, though, alert to that one the whole way. And a crucial intervention is Dos Santos. Tries to take this on, deflected, out of play, and another corner kick on the way. It is the second for Union Omaha today. Dos Santos found that space, trying to tee it up himself. Casciato has to like how his team has come out of the gates here. And another Modelo corner kick. Comes in towards the near post. Skiers trying to get down for it. It's still available for Kunga, but there was a foul in there. And a free kick will go back the other way to Charlotte. We asked Dominic Casciato what they did during their week off. He said, we gave them a few days off, but they came in for training at the end of last week and really pushed them hard. So the focus has been on those smaller details that could come down to, at this point in the season, he said, I don't want to be conceding late goals, which of course is something that Charlotte did last week. Did not come back to bite them, but against a team like Omaha, don't want to run that risk. Here's Bennett. It's really a free-flowing front four. Bennett can drop deep, rotate Oberton up. Bouyu out on the wing, Oberton floating as well. A lot to keep track of for this back line for Union Omaha. Trying to turn the corner and options to look at infield. Never got to Oberton as Akoff heads it away. Spielman steps up, keeps it alive for the Jacks. For Charlotte, of course, just their second season in USL League One after 7 years in the USL Championship. They had only 2 losing seasons all time. And they got just their second playoff win in club history last week against Greenville. Their other one coming in 2021, a 3-1 win over Memphis 901 a couple of years back. That's a push in the back, and it's a free kick. And set pieces, obviously so crucial in playoff games, but so crucial on a pitch like this, or on a windy day. You can get it from one end to the other fairly quickly. Here's Bennett. Now to play. Oberton switches the point of attack. Joel Johnson just lofting it forward. Sis is there. He was bumped by Akoff, who does well to win the ball back. Cleared away. Charlotte slowly building into this game, but hasn't necessarily turned into anything in front of goal. Still just that one shot for Mike Jeffries and company. He's been happy with his team's progression this year, since they've always been pretty good in terms of possessing the ball. Well, today just 37% in the opening 20 minutes. So they've created a lot of chances. Another foul here. This one going against Nicholas Spielman. Look at it here. Just caught him with that left hand. Slapped him across the face. It'll be a matchup to watch today. Center back and the big striker up top, Dos Santos. And it does sound like Eric Tattersall has issued a yellow card there to Nicholas Spielman, so that's something to watch early on in this game. Center back picking up an early yellow card. And that yellow card is brought to you by Hale Varsity Club. Dos Santos back on his feet. Pretty tight and tense in these opening 21.5 minutes. Already 7 shots for Union Omaha. Charlotte's going to have to stem the tide at some point. Akoff trying to get all the way to the end line, got the cross away. And it heads it right back into the path of Lagos Kunga. Plays a ball across and it's turned over. NDA for Oberton, who lays it off for Johnson. Oberton trying to play this in behind, and the flag is up for offside. No doubt about that one. NDA making that run out of midfield. And a bit too quick. Sis stepping in, trying to keep it here for Charlotte. Not on the same page there as Miguel Ibarra. Ibarra still pressuring high up the fields. Nuhu plays it into the middle. Heel with his head up always, and looking to play it out wide. Akoff didn't get there in time. Flanagan got there first and concedes a throw-in deep in the corner. Akoff to the top of the area. Good return ball for Kunga. Kunga gets towards goal. Just tried to toe poke that one. Didn't quite work out as he was hoping for. the former Phoenix Rising product. Just not able to find the frame of goal there. He's been a lively part of the Union Omaha attack. Goal and 2 assists here in his first season with Omaha after coming over from the Des Moines Menace. Experienced USL product though. Here's Dos Santos. Flanagan, a bit too wide there. If you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. It's all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. Return for Akoff, blocked down. This time it's a corner kick. Another Modelo corner coming for Union Omaha. Luis Gil ready to send this in towards the near post, looking for that flick. Meza was there, and it was off of him last. Well, for Charlotte, of course, they come in off the win last week against Greenville, but overall just 1 loss in their last 7. That 1 loss, of course, is right here on October the 4th against Union Omaha. They started the season, though, particularly well, winning 3 of their first 7. The other 4 were draws. Picked up quite a few points there at the beginning. They haven't lost, though, consecutive matches since early July. They've really just been able to turn the page as they get in behind here. Nuhu off his line, able to collect it. He'll look for the distribution right off the back of Overton, and now trying to catch him off his line. And it's fired out of play. Corey Bennett just couldn't find the frame of goal there. It's the second shot of the game for Union Omaha. A scary moment there, no doubt, for Rashid Nuhu. He says after, yep, that's on me, my bad. But Omaha lives to see another day here at 0-0. Played over the top. Akoff. Kunga has to slide this forward. Heel for Skiers. All the way through for Austin Pack. It's interesting this year for Union Omaha. When they are able to get that first goal, obviously very impressive. 16 wins, no losses, 5 draws. It's all about scoring multiple goals for them. When they have scored 1 or no goals, they're just 1, 5, and 6. So if you can slow down that attack and get one yourself against a pretty good defense, to be fair, you'll have success. They have scored multiple goals. They have not lost this season. Here's Sis battling in the middle, and it's one back. Noe Meza leading the break. Kunga out wide, options in the middle. Gil, Dos Santos, Meza, Kunga. An option there at the top of the area. Instead, Dos Santos, it's out of play. Skiers was calling for it, and he has a right to be a bit angry there at Kunga. NDA goes to ground and goes to ground again. Sis trying to clean things up in the middle, but this might be a break. It's Noe Meza. Options to pick out in the middle. It's broken up and it's put out for a corner kick. Costa coming back defensively. These corners starting to add up here for Union Omaha. They're up to 10 shots already. This is their 4th Modelo corner. Luis Heel curling it in, flicked along, took a couple of flicks. Pack able to keep it out. A tremendous off-balance save from Austin Pack. Another look at it here. It was met there by Meza, and then it was hit again. Looked like that was Alexi Sawahi. And falling onto his backside, Austin Pack just able to keep that one out. Don't ask how. And he does a great job to keep Omaha off the board. But they're not done yet. Heel, as Ibarra was coming back defensively. Oberton able to win it back. Here's Gabriel Oberton striding out of the defensive third, and it's going to be a yellow card. Skiers surrounded immediately as the captain has picked up the first yellow card for a Union Omaha player here in the 30th minute. Another look at it here. Skiers just lunging in and clipping Oberton. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. Free to play. Download now. Set piece on the way for Charlotte. Still trying to test Rashid Nuhu with the shot on target. Spielman lofts it forward. Oberton did not get the touch on that. It was Akoff. Flanagan. Surrounded by black shirts. Was that touched out of play? It was last off Flanagan. It's another goal kick. Parliament braving this one out behind the goal. On a cold day, temperatures in the 30s, wind chills in the 20s. Looking for that ball over the top, Flanagan. Just about able to keep this in play. He may not have wanted to do that. Akoff. Centering feed for Dalabella, who clips it into the middle. Acosta able to head it away as far as Kunga. And then it's cleared. Seems they've really been targeting this right side with Dion Akoff getting forward. Trying to go right at Avion Flanagan. Two outside backs that like to get forward, and two outside backs that scored last week. Joel Johnson and Avion Flanagan. Oberton. Is there a foul in the middle? There was. Go quickly here. Is this going to be a foul or a corner kick? We heard a whistle. Two players down here. Luis Heel is one of those. It's Tresor Mbuyu the other. Look at it here. Heel got rid of it as Mbuyu came over. Just a collision between those two. Mbuyu lunging in. And it will be a set piece coming for Union Omaha. Meza, Marco Milanese standing over it. He'll run away. Milanese sends it in. Looping ball out of play. And it came off of Charlotte last. And another corner kick for Omaha. They are really mounting, and they have been able to put some good pressure on Austin Pack on these Modelo corner kicks. Big save for Pack on the last one. Let's see what service Hill can provide this time. It's good service in. Pack was able to get to that one. And this is out for a goal kick. There was some contact there on Milanese, and he remains down here. Just lofting it up. And Pack finally able to get to this one. It looked like just knee to knee there between Milanese and Mbuyu. Never feels good. Probably feels even worse when it's 30 degrees outside. All picked up. Quickly coming into the middle, Akoff able to deal with it on a hop. Omaha does well to get this out, and then a foul. That one against Acosta. Has to be careful himself. Obviously his center back partner already with the yellow card. You don't want both center backs on yellows. Dos Santos, Shaprewer Jr. there on the overlap. Dos Santos, though, elects to keep it. He tumbles down, and play continues on. And it looks like advantage will be played here. Comes back for Mbuyu. Ibarra. NDA as the wind continues to blow. Here's Bennett. Bennett takes it on! He wasn't too far over the bar. No doubt, though, an ambitious effort. Another look at it here. Bit of a broken play all the way from the back. Just behind NDA. And then Bennett found that space. Made good contact with it. Just lifting it high over the bar. Just seems a bit disjointed going forward at the moment for Charlotte. You have a really good sense of what Omaha wants to do when they get forward. You want to attack down the flanks, get crosses into the box, let Dos Santos and Meza get opportunities in front of goal. Haven't necessarily seen that from Charlotte. Omaha's expected goals right now, 1.35 on 11 shots with just 2 of them on target. Might be a break here for the Owls. Quickly closed down by Spielman. Sis. Good distribution out wide. Down the line, Ibarra, can he get there? Touchdown to play by Milanese. Ibarra. Spielman trying to step forward and move it out wide. Johnson. Opted forward and Mbuyu off his chest and on the turn. Sawahi got the block to it and he'll head it out of play. It's a corner kick coming for Charlotte and their first of the match. Been strong and stout defensively so far in this game, have Charlotte. Bent, they have not broken. There's been a whole lot of defensive moments for this Union Omaha side, but they'll have to defend another set piece here. It's something that Charlotte's had a few of in this game. Flanagan gonna get Charlotte out in front. He'll play it short. The line comes high. Here's Oberton. Return ball, Ibarra lofting it in. Too far there for Spielman, who is forward. And it's still alive here for Charlotte as Nuhu got the block to it. It deflected back off of Mbuyu and out of play. There have been a few nervy moments for the Omaha goalkeeper. This one just a bad deflection. Mbuyu brave to kind of keep himself in the play. And Nuhu a big break, and now back the other way. Here's Dion Akoff striding forward, and it's blocked. Spielman out of play. And another corner kick on the way for Omaha. Akoff has found himself in some great positions today. Trying to look for that far post and had it blocked. Most of the corners have been from the other side. Maybe one from this near side, so Luis Gil will run away from it. And center back Milanese will come and take it. Look for an in-swinger from the lefty. Milanese delivers an in-swinger. It's punched away, and it's taken there by Austin Pack. Showing the highlights from last week at halftime, the Olympico by Arthur Rogers in Northern Colorado. Milanese maybe trying to catch Austin Pack out here. A lot of traffic right there in front of the goalkeeper, but that's strong there from Pack. Ibarra, Oberton. Mbuyu, driven ball across, dealt with by Milanese. A few minutes here before halftime. First of our two USL League One semifinals. North Carolina, Northern Colorado, coming up at 7:30 from Cary. It up to the end line. This will stay in play. And that's a foul against Mbuyu. Maybe some frustration as well. What some of those halftime adjustments could be from Mike Jeffries, Dominic Casciano. I think the message from Union Omaha camp has to be a little bit more composure in that final third. They've gotten themselves in some great areas. They've won a lot of corners, not been able to put one away. Be curious for Charlotte. Dane Kelly didn't start last week. He did come off the bench. They don't have that option today with Kelly on the injury report, along with Clay Dimmick. So who will Mike Jeffries turn to? From an attacking standpoint, Brad Dunwell, Luis Alvarez, Ryan JJ, he has 2 goals, 2 assists this year. It's tough to replace the all-time leader in terms of USL Championship goals. Dane Kelly, you don't have him on the bench. Broken up in the middle. Maybe they won't need an attacking sub. Maybe they'll need defensive reinforcements if they can get an early lead. They're moving forward here. Touch down the line. There'll be another corner kick coming for Charlotte. Their second in just the last few minutes. Trying to finish this first half with a flurry offensively. Three-game run before the win last week for Charlotte, where they didn't score multiple goals. They had scored 1 in each of the last 3. kind of locked into that 4 spot for quite some time. There was a chance that Greenville could have hopped him, but they were always going to host as Flanagan sends it in. Barr tries to keep it alive. Johnson heads it forward, though. Everybody was in an offside position. They knew who will elect just to hold on to this. Skiers. Kunga on the turn, driving forward. Lagos Kunga cuts it in, gets the shot away. And Austin Pack diving to his right. Able to deny Omaha's number 70. He has gotten himself into some great positions today. Right now, Omaha just lacking what they need in front of goal. To 1 minute of stoppage time. It's presented by Muchachos. Omaha on the break. Challenge put in, and Charlotte wins it back. Flanagan, maybe time for one more attack in this first half for the Independents. Oberton. So fun to see him pass the ball. Puts those silky touches on the ball as well. Throwing here for Joel Johnson. I think if you're Charlotte, you're probably content to go into the break scoreless. That's the way things have gone so far. 15 shots, the 4 on target for Union Omaha as we have reached the end of this first half. And what a first half it was for Union Omaha. Plenty of chances. We mentioned the 15 shots, the 4 on target, but nothing to show for it thus far. We have reached the break, and Steven Dos Santos still looking for something. On the other side for Charlotte, they have been very strong defensively, but how long can they hold out this high-flying Owls attack? Halftime is presented by Courtyard by Marriott La Vista Conference Center. Halftime in this first semifinal. It is Union Omaha 0 and Charlotte Independence 0.
My name is Yoskar Galvin. I'm a midfielder for Union Omaha. I mean, it was exciting because at first I really didn't think I was going to get schooling, but my mom was pressuring me, and obviously I pressured myself to get my studies done because it's really important to me and my family. So right now I'm trying to get my generals out of the way and try to figure out what I want to do. I want to get my minor, obviously, and then try to see if I want to do my master's, but that's just been my goal since I was a little kid in my parents' school, my parents' dream, and that's the dream that I want to fulfill for them. And obviously playing professional and having school is just an amazing thing. I mean, getting school for free is an amazing feat, and obviously getting it from your team and just Bellevue being so supportive. I mean, every counselor, every helper for the school has been helpful a lot, and I've been learning. My name is Yoskar, and I'm a Bellevue University student.
We are Myrtle and Cypress Coffee House. We're located in the heart of Gifford Park neighborhood in Midtown, Omaha. The idea behind the coffee shop came out of the neighborhood's expressed desire for a place for people to gather. From being rooted in our neighborhood, to choosing ingredients and processes that nourish, to supporting coffee growers and their communities, Myrtle and Cypress connects you to Union Omaha's beautiful motto, one means all.
Halftime here from Warner Park, this first USL League One semifinal. It's Union Omaha and the Charlotte Independence. Halftime presented by the Courtyard by Marriott La Vista Conference Center. Well, going back to last week, plenty of good action. Let's roll the highlights. Our first quarterfinal, of course, the Charlotte Independence team and the Greenville Triumphant. How about early on? It was Alan Gavilanes picking up the loose ball and then firing one over Austin Pack. And that opened the scoring in the 13th minute. A great start for Greenville there on the road. But it wouldn't last for too long. They get to halftime at 1-0, but then Charlotte, they came out firing. Joel Johnson in the 51st minute. Beautiful curling effort in the side netting. And that was the equalizer. And then we get a little bit later into the game. And, of course, Gabriel Oberton, he would come up with a massive moment for the Charlotte Independence. When they needed him most, one of their star players makes it happen. Look, he starts this whole thing. He just follows the play. Ibarra's shot deflected, looping in the air, and Oberton slots it into the corner to make it 2-1. That would end up being a big goal. It would give Charlotte some room, some breathing room at the time, and they would only have it at 2-1 for 5 minutes because Avion Flanagan, he would come into the attack, and how about this? Making a few people miss. Cuts it back onto his right, slots it off the inside of the post. That would end up being the game-winning goal for the Charlotte Independence. Avion Flanagan getting on the score sheet for just the second time this season and able to make it 3-1. But in second half stoppage time, the corner comes in. Nate Schultz just gets a slight deflection on this one, but in the end, it would not be enough as Charlotte would come away with the 3-2 win in what would now be John Harkes' last game as Greenville head coach. And, of course, Charlotte moving on and celebrating with their fans in what is going to be their last home game of the season. In the other quarterfinal, it was Northern Colorado and Forward Madison. And how about Shipman coming way off his line here? Big collision, but who else? Trevor Ammon, the first of his 3 goals, able to slot that one home just before halftime. Madison did well to keep it scoreless up until then, but couldn't keep Trevor Ammon out for too much longer. Shipman would be okay, and he would continue on. Come the second half, Christian Cheney, he has scored some big goals this year, and he gets one here, rising up above everybody to head it home. You can see some of the Flock supporters there in the corner. They were celebrating, but they wouldn't have too much more to celebrate, and of course, the trademark backflip for Cheney. And how about this? Arthur Rogers, one of the most special players in USL League One with an Olympico. Just the 3rd Olympico in USL League One history and the 2nd one this season across the league. But a great goal there, and that would end up being the game-winning goal. Madison, they just wouldn't have too much more. They'd have a bad giveaway there in the middle. Trevor Ammon would pick it up, and that would be the cherry on top to make it 3-1 and the second of his goals on the day, that coming in the 87th minute. But, you know, Trevor Ammon, he doesn't stay quiet for too long as he would find a breakaway opportunity here, and he would complete the hat trick. So how about that? A 4-1 win for Northern Colorado. They'll take on North Carolina in just a little bit. But it is halftime here from Omaha, and we will have more of the second half coming up.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Johnson takes a shot, and the Independents find their answer.
And Northern Colorado have clear skies to the semifinal now. They hang on, and it's a new league record. They clinch their 5th straight playoff appearance.
And they solidify themselves a spot in the playoffs.
This just in, Omaha is a soccer city, and Union Omaha is your club. After 14 matches unbeaten to end the regular season and a first-place finish, it's playoff time. We'll battle for another trophy starting with the semifinal match at Werner Park on Saturday, October 28th at 4:30 p.m. Visit tickets.unionomaha.com and catch a postseason atmosphere unlike anything else in Omaha as we look to claim our 2nd USL League One title at Werner Park. One city, one club, one means all.
Well, we may be winding down the USL League One season, but plenty of news this week across the league. It started off with USL Texoma announcing plans kick off in 2025, so another new team coming into the league in the next couple of years. And how about North Carolina FC along with Monterrey forming a partnership between the two clubs? And of course, I think the biggest news this week, John Harkes will not renew his contract, and you look at what he has done for this league. The only coach who is still with the same team from the inaugural season in 2019, 3 straight final appearances, all-time winningest coach. He really did it all in this league. A legend in American soccer. He will bid his farewell to Greenville Triumph. And of course, the bracket, it was Greenville getting knocked out last week along with Forward Madison. That moves us to our semifinals. Of course, if Omaha wins this, they will be hosting. If not, it'll be either North Carolina or Northern Colorado. That comes up at 7:30 Eastern time later on tonight. And of course, these two teams, they'll be facing off for the 4th time. They've all faced off since July. And of course, North Carolina, they have a couple of 2-0 wins against NOCO this year. The Hailstorm, though, did get a win in August, 2-1 in Cary. So we'll see what gives tonight. It should be a very exciting matchup between those two sides. But the second half of our first semifinal is coming up next.
We are Myrtle and Cypress Coffee House. We're located in the heart of Gifford Park neighborhood in Midtown, Omaha. The idea behind the coffee shop came out of the neighborhood's expressed desire for a place for people to gather. From being rooted in our neighborhood, to choosing ingredients and processes that nourish, to supporting coffee growers and their communities, Myrtle and Cypress connects you to Union Omaha's beautiful motto, one means all.
I just want to say a big thank you to all the fans, not just for coming out tonight, but for your support over the course of the season. It really does help these lads give everything they can. So a big thank you to everybody for coming out, a big thank you for all your support over the course of the year, and we're looking forward to seeing you on Saturday afternoon, guys. Thank you very much.
Like Dom said, thanks to the fans for all the support throughout the season, and thank you to Barchin for hosting this great event, and hopefully we'll see you guys Saturday, and hopefully we'll get a win.
Oh, we want the cup! Gotta have that cup! Oh, we want the cup! Gotta have that cup! Oh, we want...
Getting set for the second 45 minutes, wrapping up halftime, which is presented by Courtyard by Marriott La Vista Conference Center. It has been a good first 45 minutes, but no goals to show for it. But let's look at the first half highlights. And it was Omaha starting off pretty much right from the get-go. They were on the front foot, putting plenty of pressure here on Austin Pack in goal. That one looping just over the crossbar. That was right off the opening kickoff. And then good moves in behind. Lagos Kunga got himself into some great areas, but just not able to find that composure in front of goal as of yet. How about that flick from Gabriel Oberton? Just overcooked, though, on the cross by NDA. Back the other way, Union Omaha trying to make it happen again. This may have been their best scoring chance. Noe Meza just couldn't get the ball out from his feet, and a good save in the end there by Austin Pack. And then Rashid Nuhu getting himself into a bit of trouble here, coming right off the back of Overton, and Corey Bennett just a little bit over the bar, firing that out of play. The corner kicks, there were many of them, and this one was the closest, and Austin Pack, with falling into the goal, just able to bat that one away and keep it at 0-0. As the half wore on, Charlotte got a few more opportunities coming forward. Nothing all too dangerous, but a few good opportunities. This was one of them as Tresor Mbuyu had to deflect off of him and out of play. Milanese as well, a good in-swinger here, but Austin Pack has been pretty strong in goal so far, defending a lot of these set pieces. And we look at our halftime stats. They're brought to you by the Simple Man, and the 17 shots. That has been the big difference in this game for Union Omaha. 5 of them have been on target. Charlotte, nothing on target. We'll see if they can try to test Rashid Nuhu just a little bit more. There are also plenty of corner kicks in that first half. 6 for Omaha to 2 for Charlotte. We welcome you back here to Warner Park, just outside Omaha, Nebraska. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be with you. The first of 2 USL League One semifinals. The next game coming up in just about an hour. It'll be North Carolina FC taking on Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Of course, if Omaha is to win, they will be the team hosting the USL League One final. If it is Charlotte, they will be on the road to the winner of North Carolina or Northern Colorado. So that's how it all shakes out. Let's see what we get in the second 45 minutes. Of course, if it's tied after 90, 30 minutes of extra time. If it's tied after 120, we're off to penalties. Never gone to penalties in the USL League One playoffs. We've gone to extra time a few times. We'll see what we get here in 2023. There is the whistle, and away we go. It is 45 more minutes of this first USL League One semifinal. It is the 1 seed Union Omaha and the 4 seed, the Charlotte Independents. 16 points between these two during the regular season, but nothing between them through 45 minutes. Just a whole lot of shots. No halftime substitutes. All the way back to Rashid Nuhu, and they'll start again. Trying to come through the lines. Lagos Kunga moved out wide for Dion Akoff. Akoff gets to the end line. Deflected cross. Austin Pack able to hold on to it. This Union Omaha team trying to get back to a 3rd USL League One final. Of course, the one in 2020 that unfortunately never happened. And they did it again in 2021, bringing home their title. And this would be a 3rd appearance. And of course, in their 4 years of existence, how about this? 2nd, 1st, 5th, and 1st in terms of their regular season place in the standings. It has been very impressive what they have been able to do. And Dominic Casciato, he talked about that coming into this job at the beginning of the season, this winning culture. And he said when I was interviewing, he said that maybe there weren't a lot of people that wanted to follow what Jay Mims was able to do because it was so impressive. We mentioned that form. He said he built a very strong foundation. He said you have to take those chances when you can. He said you can be successful anywhere if you know what you're walking into, and talk about people behind the scenes all the way at the top with Gary Green, Peter Marlette, who has been instrumental in building this team. And a lot of good pieces still in place from when this club came to be in 2020. Here's Kunga, deflected away. And Omaha want to get possession right back, which they do. Here's Lagos Kunga. He'll get it right back, maybe a chance to shoot, and again it was blocked. Della Bella sends this out of the berm. Second ball one. That's something that Charlotte really wasn't able to do much of in that first half. They've struggled playing out. They've had to go over the top quite a few times that when they try to go for that second ball, they haven't necessarily done a good job of winning those second balls. That'll be an interesting part as we look forward in this game. Long over the top, Shap Brewer Jr. getting forward. All he could do was send it into the waiting arms of Austin Pack. Who will be crowned League One champions? The League One final is here. Tune in Sunday, November 5th on ESPN2 to watch the dramatic finale and see who will be the one to hoist the trophy. Happy to be on the call with Ricky Lopez-Espin for that one next week. See whether it's Omaha or Charlotte. And the second game, of course, North Carolina and Northern Colorado. Sent over the top once again, headed out of the path of Mbuyu, and Akoff can stride forward. Costa for Spielman. Talked about the struggles for Charlotte playing out. They are really battling through this Omaha pressure. They're finally able to unlock something. Ibarra for Oberton. Rolls it out wide for Corey Bennett. Bennett whips across in, all the way across the face of goal. Nuhu had that one under control, and it runs out for a goal kick. Good ball in from Bennett. Bouncing all the way through, and nobody able to get on the end of that for Charlotte, as they do win it back in a good area. Slipped ahead and just not quite on the same page, Oberton, Ibarra, and Bennett. Look like Oberton has kind of slid into that striker position, although he has free reign to pretty much go wherever he wants. And these these moments, in terms of pressure, Barr will step forward as well. One back again on the turn. Maybe a shooting opportunity here. Deflected shot, and Nuhu holds on to it. And the referee will be stopping play here as Marco Milanese is down. And he is holding the back of his right leg. That is not a good sign. Asking to be stretched out. It's so tough on a day like today. Temperatures in the 30s. Especially coming back from halftime to go through another good warm-up before the game starts again. See if we can get a good eye on this. It was Omar Sis coming forward. Coming on the right side, there you can see Milanese going for the block. Not gonna feel good. Dominic Casciano looking on, hoping his team can find a breakthrough in the second half. As we mentioned, they only have one win this year and scoring one goal. And obviously, that has to come in a 1-0 win. Go all the way back to July 1st. 1-0 win for Omaha against Central Valley Fuego. Sawahi there to head it away. Skiers. And out of play, this will go the way of Charlotte. All the way back to Austin Pack. You can see there's been maybe more of a sense of urgency for Charlotte just to get on the ball a little bit more. You go back to the first half, they did not have a ton of possession. It's 57% of the ball for Union Omaha as they come forward again here. Might have numbers. The cross comes in. It was missed. It's there for Meza, headed off the line. Dalabella couldn't get the shot away, and then it's off the post. It's still loose, headed away, and out of play. My goodness, what chaos! And Charlotte keeps it out somehow. Let's see if we can digest all of this one in this replay look. It was missed by Pack. Meza, head of the way by Johnson. Dalabella couldn't really get a shot away, and then Dos Santos put it off the post. The next shot came in, and somehow NDA was able to put it on the other side of the post for a corner. And it's a Modelo corner kick coming here for Union Omaha. Corner kick here, Milanese come forward to take it. Another in-swinger for Pack, and he holds on to it. Impressive defending there from Charlotte. That's one of those moments where obviously you're put under quite a bit of pressure. You have to suffer defensively. You can come out the other end of it though. Could give you some confidence, and maybe they have something going forward here. Clipped into the middle. And just too tall for Mbuyu. Bennett came up with that loose ball after Oberton did so well to win it back. Flanagan touched off the ball. Just my curiosity speaking here, but 2.22 expected goals for Omaha. I'm curious what the highest expected goals this year is without scoring. And right now, through just about an hour, it has been a struggle for Omaha, at least in terms of trying to put the ball in the back of the net. They've got themselves in great positions. They're lacking just that finishing touch at the moment. Driven ball, and all the way through for Rashid Nuhu. Looking for that quick ball in behind, and it's Nuhu again. He's been a bit more active in this second half than he was in the first. Play through lines and broken up once again. Here comes Joel Johnson. Stepping in to win that back, the captain, JP Skiers. Shaft Brewer Jr. Skiers, his pass broken up. Be a chance for Bennett to come forward. Oberton trying to return it here for Corey Bennett. Flag stays down. Bennett, it was a bouncing ball. Is he tripped up? He is not. No whistle. And Omaha can carry on. Into the middle for Dos Santos. Steven Dos Santos for Luis Gil. Kunga off the far side. Kunga running in, trying to cut it back. And Flanagan did well defensively as he gets this away. And runs into the middle. A free kick, and this will go, or pardon me, a throw-in, and this will go Omaha's way. On back in the middle. Charlotte, at least from an attacking sense, has been outplayed in this game, but defensively, Charlotte, they have been keyed in today. Down the line for Oberton. Blocked, and a corner kick. We've seen the matchup of Omaha's attack versus Charlotte's defense. Haven't necessarily gotten a big taste of the Charlotte attack against that Omaha defense. To defend a corner kick here that Oberton will take. Now Flanagan will come over and take it. They'll prefer the in-swinger, at least to play it short for Miguel Ibarra. Flanagan, the in-swinging ball, head of the way at the near post. Omaha get this out to midfield. Headed into the air by Dalabella. Milanese moves it along. Kunga. There goes Kunga. Broken up, and there's a foul in the middle. Free kick to Union Omaha. In a way, this game is playing out just how Charlotte maybe would have intended. Bending but not breaking. Can't really get into a shootout with this Omaha team. They just have so much firepower. There's another cross headed away into the corner. Mbuyu comes over. For Charlotte, if they can nick a goal, winning it 1-0, that's probably the way to get it done. If you're the Independents, just how this game is played out today. On the turn, Flanagan concedes another corner kick. It's a Modelo corner kick on the way. Milanese. Delivers, Pack there to punch it away. He tumbles down, has to get back to his feet. It's not gone yet. It stays in play, and now the referee blows for a foul, and Pack is staying down here, and he would like some assistance. Good delivery in from Milanese. They've been putting all these balls right on top of Austin Pack, and there's plenty of traffic in that 6-yard box as well. Mike Jeffries looking on. Trying to get this team a goal in this game and get them a clean sheet as well. 9 clean sheets, is tied for 3rd with North Carolina FC in USL League One this year. Been just kind of middle of the pack in terms of attack. 5th best attack, 6th best defense. That's the backup goalkeeper, Matt Levy. 23-year-old from Pembroke Pines, Florida. He's been out of his element here in 32-degree weather. Matt Levy has also not played a minute in league play this year. Austin Pack has been the go-to man. Knocked down, and Omaha coming forward again. Joel Johnson will not get there. It's Noe Meza instead. Meza dancing on the ball. Cleared away, NDA. And here's Mbuyu. Trying to flick it around the corner. Closed down quickly by Milanese. Meza. You look across the history of USL League One, and almost every year it has been the top seed that has gone on to win the title. Of course, 2019 through 2021, the top seed winning it every year. 2020, obviously going just the regular season points per game, and that going in favor of Greenville. Last year it was a bit against the status quo. It was, of course, Tormenta and Chattanooga, the 3 and the 4 seed, that ended up making it into the final, taking down the top 2 seeds a year ago. As here comes Shap Brewer Jr. Comes in field, Meza, just bumped from behind, not enough for a penalty, and Charlotte will play this out. And they'll get right back on it, Omaha will. Here's Joel Johnson. Now Charlotte again. No foul. And a couple of subs, it looks like, preparing to come on for Union Omaha in a moment. Another cross, lofted up, it's Noe Meza! And right into the waiting arms of Austin Pack. He's heel from the deeper lying midfield role. It was just off the chest of Meza. Couldn't get much power behind that. Here's Meza. Meza will take this on. Did it take a deflection? I don't believe so. And that will be the last touch of the game for Noe Meza. He'll be coming out, and so will Lagos Kunga. Coming into the game, Joe Brito and Joe Gallardo. Both Gallardo and Brito, 5 goals, 4 assists each. Brito in his 2nd season with Omaha, Gallardo in his 1st season. He did very well for himself, did Gallardo, back in 2019 with Richmond. But more recently, he of course scored the first goal in that game against Charlotte back at the beginning of October, the 4-1 win. He scored in the 20th minute. Of course, Tracer Mbuyu scored a minute later. And we'll see what those two can bring to the game, the first 2 subs of the game. Down the line, Akoff does so well with his body positioning. Flanagan wins it back for Charlotte. Just trying to get it upfield. Brewer able to get to it first. Get out of the way of Tracer Mbuyu. One back in the middle. Ibarra for Oberton. Back for Miguel Ibarra. It's Joel Johnson. It's on target, and it's saved by Nuhu. The first shot on target today for the Independents. Not a bad effort there from Johnson. Scored from a similar spot last week against Greenville. From behind, it's a foul. And a substitution is coming for the Independents, and it will be the entrance of Brad Dunwell. It's the end of the day for Tresor Mbuyu. Dunwell with 1 goal this season. And we'll see what he can contribute now. One goal coming all the way back in March against Tormenta for Dunwell. It's been a while. Here's Gallardo. Brito stepping forward for Dos Santos. I'm sure as the history of USL League One goes on and on, talk about how good this Omaha team has been through the regular season. Of course, we talked about their record-breaking point total, goal-scoring total. Not to knock them down a notch, but their points per game just a little bit behind what North Texas was able to do in 2019. It's a good debate. Put up that 2019 North Texas team against this Union Omaha team. Be a pretty good game. Two of the best teams all time in USL League One. You also have to bring in that 2020 Greenville team. That's one of the best teams. Actually, that is the best team in terms of, as we say hello to the Parliament, that is the best team, Greenville, in 2020 in terms of points per game. Texas a few spots below, and Omaha finishing in second. You look at some of those players on the teams that have won. There have been some stars. Ricardo Pepi in 2019. Here's Ibarra. Trying to stand this up to the back post. It stays in play. Trying to track this down is Joel Johnson. He commits the foul. Final 15 minutes. Have to have a winner today. If no goals in the next 15 plus stoppage, we will head to extra time. Here's Akoff. Trying to play it down the line. Gallardo just stands it up. Options in the middle. Dos Santos heads it high. A good look there for Steven Dos Santos, but not able to find the frame of goal. Well worked once again, getting into those wide positions, getting everybody very narrow. And then as every defender is running towards goal, Dos Santos just breaking off, and Austin Pack, of course, extra time if needed, 2 15-minute periods, still tied, of course, penalty kick shootout. Shaft Brewer Jr. Just feel like Omaha needs one, and then the floodgates could really open. Heel flicked through. Acosta trying to get onto this. Gets it away as far as Dolabella. Centering pass for Brito. Brito just wide. A hopeful effort there from just outside the area as it bounces wide. Another look at it here. Just bouncing wide. Needed a bit more of that curl just to bring it inside the post. Parliament trying to get in the head of the referee to maybe give a yellow card to Austin Pack for time wasting. And a stoppage here. I think the referee, Eric Tattersall, is going to have a word with Austin Pack. That's his last warning in terms of time wasting. This ball just does stay in play. Spielman headed forward, trying to put it in the path of Brito. Joel Johnson cuts it in. Chance to hit this from distance. It's saved. Rasheen Nuhu. Something out of nothing there for Charlotte. And Nuhu was alert to it. A great stop there by the Omaha keeper. His first big save of the game today. A rocket from distance. I guess if one guy's gonna do it, it's gonna be Gabriel Obertan, and not a bad effort. NDA. Johnson, and it's touched out of play. Throw in for Charlotte. They might be the team playing with a little bit more of the momentum right now in this game. Shot from Obertan. They're very confident defensively. Now let's see what they can get going offensively. Ball comes into the box for Bennett with his back to goal. Flanagan puts it in front. It did happen. Omar Sis, but he was offside. My goodness, how close Charlotte was. The flag denies the Independents of a crucial go-ahead goal. And let's take a look at this. Sis, it's fairly easy to tell just because he's right at the top of the 6-yard box. I don't think there's any question. He is in an offside position. It will not count. A well-worked move there. He was almost wheeling away in celebration, but not so fast. Ball in the middle, Dalabella. Dalabella goes low, it was deflected, which took all the steam out of the shot, and Austin Pack onto it once again. On through the middle. That is going to be a foul. Barra catching Brito. All set pieces here at Warner Park. Very crucial. Brito. Headed into the middle. Pack there to punch it away. And then it's cleared out to midfield. Gabriel Obertan moves it out wide. Maybe a chance to counter for the Independents. Obertan just has to hold play up, and he couldn't keep possession. And Omaha might be able to go right back the other way, which here they come. And they'll slow things down for Dalabella. Play down the line. Cross all the way to the back post and just wide. That was almost one of those shot crosses from Dion Akoff. Just eluding that back post. Akoff against Dunwell there. Bouncing for Corey Bennett. Bennett keeps it alive. Obertan, Ibarra. Can sense maybe the tension increasing as this game moves along. NDA rolls it in behind. Flag stays down. Bennett deflected and into the arms of Rashid Nuhu. You can hear the urgency from the crowd saying, let's go. Rolling it forward. Good skill on the ball, but Flanagan steps in again. Now, can they get it out? It's turned over. Chance here for Omaha with options in the middle. Acosta gets it out. And a corner kick is coming. 5 minutes to go. It's another Modelo corner kick. Boy, if you could have asked Charlotte at the beginning of the game, it'll be 0-0 at 85 minutes. I think they'd probably sign up for it. They have played an incredible defensive game. Omaha, 26 shots. Their expected goals is almost at 3. And now an in-swinger on the way. Could this be the moment for Union Omaha? It's low towards the near post. It's another corner. He'll get another chance. Another Modelo corner. Milanese delivers, the heads go up, Pack off his line, bouncing just wide. A few times in this game, Omaha been inches on the wrong side of the post. This one, another instance. Playoff home games, get to that in a second, actually, as Dunwell comes forward, centering pass, cleared away, and kept alive for a moment. It runs out of play. On playoff home matches, both in 2021, Omaha outscoring their opponents 9-1. Of course, the 6-1 game over FC Tucson, and then the 3-0 win in the final against Greenville. Fans haven't necessarily had to sweat them out here at home. I don't think anybody's sweating today on a 32-degree day, but a game like this could make people do that. Here's Ibarra. Two minutes to go. Could be well on our way to extra time. Omaha might have something to say about that, though. Dolabella, Akoff, who's been a busy man up and down that right side. Flanagan comes over, deflected out. It's another corner kick, the 11th of the game for Union Omaha. Modello corner kick. Everybody a bit more spread out. Milanese. Lofted ball in, bouncing, it's still loose in front, and Charlotte gets it out. Put right back in. Flanagan, a diving header as far as Brito. Ibarra coming back, and it's cleared away. And now another chance to counter as Oberton was brought down, and the referee will bring it back. Tried to play advantage. And a yellow card is given to Joe Gallardo, and Oberton did not like that one. Now the referee is going to have a word with Gabriel Oberton, and I think he's going to get a yellow card for this too. Have to punish something like that. He's going to try to explain his case, and the referee is having none of it. There's no yellow card accumulation suspensions in the playoffs, so the only way you miss is if you get a red card. 4 minutes of Muchachos stoppage time. And now some more pushing and shoving, and this is not what Oberton needs to get himself involved in here. Already on a yellow card. Referee just trying to calm things down here. We're in a stoppage time, and of course, we haven't played yet, so should get maybe a little bit more than the minimum of 4. This is what happened. Oberton and Gallardo still conversing. Cooler heads will prevail. Here we go, 90 seconds into the minimum of 4, so let's say 95-30. That could be where we're going. Flanagan, I just feel like any goal at this point could be almost a golden goal. Johnson floated forward and headed away as far as Dunwell. Flipped forward, Corey Bennett, cleared away by Sawahi. Here's Oberton, who's hearing it from the crowd. It comes in! It was just missed there by Ibarra, bouncing right over his head, and it's a goal kick. What a chance there. Oberton putting in a great ball, and it just bounced a little too tall for Ibarra to handle. Oh, a goal kick. Could extra time be on the way? Feels for handball as Sis instead plays it over the top. Akoff beats Ibarra to it initially. Oberton. Charlotte can keep it. NDA for Johnson. About 30 seconds, the minimum of 4, but we could be getting close to 95 minutes just based on the delay at the beginning of stoppage time, with Nuhu holding on to this. There have only been 3 games in USL League One playoff history to go to extra time. All of them have involved the Chattanooga Red Wolves, matter of fact. 2021 quarterfinal, 2-1 win over North Texas. And then last year, of course, against this Union Omaha team, winning 1-0 in the quarterfinals. The other game, the semis, 2021 against Greenville. Here's Oberton. Finds space and plenty of it on the far side. Flanagan. Heavy touch there by Bennett. He couldn't bring that one in. All the way to the far side and bouncing out of play. Done well. How much longer will regulation go? Skierce. Maybe time for one more attack. Luis Heel, was he fouled? He was! Free kick to Union Omaha. And this should be the last action of regulation. Coming from behind. And now a massive moment. And what will the decision here be? Joe Gallardo has the ball. And he be the one. Joe Gallardo has set this down. They're saying he moved the ball forward. He wants it back the full 10 yards. Late action here from Werner Park. Will Gallardo attempt just to do this himself? Will he cross it into the middle? Tense moments in this semifinal. They've had all the opportunities today, 26 shots, and yet they have not found the back of the net. This is going to be the last action of regulation. Gallardo is ready. Gallardo deflected, and Pack holds onto it. And that is the end of regulation. And we finish where we started, but we're not done yet. We are off to extra time in this first USL League One semifinal. This has been a dramatic back and forth game, but nothing to split these two sides. After 90 minutes, we'll have 30 more minutes and maybe more on the way. We'll come back with extra time. Our score after 90, Union Omaha 0 and the Charlotte Independence 0.
And I am a goalkeeper for Union Omaha. I jumped at the opportunity because I really didn't consider myself going back to school just because of playing and just didn't have the time. But now, since I'm able to do both Bellevue and train, it's a great opportunity for me and for all the guys who are taking it up. This degree at Bellevue is important to me because it opens up a lot of opportunities I didn't have before. I'm getting my master's in finance, which is something that's always interested me, but I wasn't able to do beforehand. So I'm open to explore opportunities that Bellevue has to offer. Yeah, the partnership between Bellevue and Union Omaha is great because a lot of athletes don't get the opportunity or don't even think that they have the time to both study and play at the same time. So having that benefit to do both is really great for all the players here, especially at Union Omaha, because with us being so close to the university, I think it gives us a little bit more special connection to the program. And yeah, it's really great for everyone who chooses to take it up. My name is Ian McRain, and I'm a Bellevue University student.
Back here at Warner Park, getting set for the start of the first period of extra time. No score between Union Omaha and the Charlotte Independence. What a game this has been so far. If you're just joining us, let's catch you up on some of the highlights. Through 90 minutes, everything, or just about everything, going the way of Union Omaha. This was probably the most chaotic sequence of the game. All of these opportunities, and just not able to find the back of the net. There were a few chances in this game for Charlotte. Joel Johnson, this was the first shot on target of the game for the Independents. And then a little while later, how about Gabriel Oberton? A low rocket saved by Rashid Nuhu. Back the other way, big defensive performance from everyone wearing white thus far. Joe Brito putting this one just wide. And maybe the closest we got to a goal. Omar Sis just standing in an offside position. It came all the way through, but the flag was there to deny the opening goal of the game. And then Austin Pack, he played a big part in this game. And we look at the playoff rules here for extra time. Of course, it's extra time, 2 15-minute periods, no golden goal. If it's still tied, penalties will be on the way. We'll see what we get here from Omaha. There's never been a penalty kick shootout in USL League One playoff history. It is a cold day here in Omaha. We mentioned the temperature at the beginning. It was right around freezing. And right now it is a balmy 34 degrees. Wind chill of 25. This is playoff atmosphere, both on the field and in terms of the conditions. And a substitution for Union Omaha to start this extra time period. Shivani Willis has come on, and he will replace Luis Gil. So each team gets an extra substitution window and an extra sub. So both teams can make 6 subs in 4 windows now. A window at the beginning of extra time, so right now does not count as a window. So still 3 available for Dominic Casciato to use his final 3 subs if he so chooses. So here we go, 30 minutes of extra time. Glad to be with you for this first USL League One semifinal. I'm Josh Eastern. This has been a fun one so far. 27 shots, 6 on target for Union Omaha, 8 shots, 2 of them on target for Charlotte. And here we go for 30 more minutes. Just the 4th ever game to go to extra time in the USL League One playoffs. This is the first one not involving the Chattanooga Red Wolves, but it's Omaha's 2nd extra time match in USL League One. They did go to extra time in the Open Cup last year when they took down the Chicago Fire in penalty kicks. Here's Gallardo, second half substitute. As the cross comes into the back post, and Johnson is able to get on the end of it and clear it away. Floated forward, Willis, his first action since coming on just moments ago. Oberton, drawing the ire of the crowd here today. Sis sending the cross in, and it's right at Rashid Nuhu. Omaha last year taking on the Chattanooga Red Wolves, their quarterfinal going to extra time. That's when they lost by 1-0. It is their only playoff loss. Here's Akoff. Akoff into the near post, and Austin Pack is there. The other semifinal between North Carolina and Northern Colorado has just kicked off in Cary, North Carolina. You can find that one on ESPN Plus as well. Time to get out the second screen. Here's Akoff down the line for Gallardo. Infield for Dos Santos, and it looks like advantage is being played as Dos Santos carries it forward. Steven Dos Santos. Cross comes in, Brito brings it down and fires it over the bar. Will there be a yellow card shown? I don't believe so, but looks like a talking to from Eric Tattersall to Avion Flanagan. Pack sends it away. Bennett for Oberton. NDA, was he onside? He was not. And the referee will blow this dead. He had impacted the play enough. Skiers. Gallardo gets the cross away. Dos Santos! And it's saved by Pack. of the best looks of the day for Steven Dos Santos. Not able to connect. Great service in from Joe Gallardo. He has impacted this game in a big way since coming off the bench. Just beat Acosta to it. Turned over, Gallardo. Dolabella. Here's Gallardo, able to turn the corner. Gallardo, it's taken by Pack. A player has gone down here for Charlotte, and we're hearing there were going to be a few subs, and I believe NDA is one of them who will be coming off. It'll be Fabrice Inga and Rayan JJ. Avion Flanagan will be one of those players coming off. A huge shift put in by Flanagan today. Bashir NDA will be coming off as well. Inga was the one change coming into the lineup from last week. He came out, it was Bennett who came in, and Inga will now come on. We'll see where he lines up, whether it'll be at an outside back position, whether Acosta will move out wide. It looks like it could be Inga, though, as the outside back. JJ should just fill right in the middle. It's his first season with Charlotte. JJ started his career with Metz in France. Spent some time on loan in Belgium as well over the last 3 seasons. Here's Johnson. For Oberton. Tries to stand this up to the back post. It's floating towards goal. It's still loose. Sis couldn't keep it in play. And it should be a corner kick, and it is. Joel Johnson will take this corner. Right into the middle. Headed away. Gallardo all the way out to midfield. Should just be able to play this forward again. Akoff down the line and running out of play. Down, Gallardo beats JJ to the ball. Oberton keeps his balance. Every touch of the ball, he's booed. He didn't get a touch there. It was behind him, and Akoff comes away with it. Comes into the middle. Willis on the turn. Willis wide. Brewer doing well getting down that far side, and Willis, a degree of difficulty, just trying to get that on target on the turn. Dos Santos goes down. And that's a big save there by Austin Pack, but the referee will bring this back. I believe it's going to be a free kick. Another look here, Dos Santos just battling forward. There's no doubt he was fouled there, but then it was picked up by Willis. You thought maybe advantage would be played, and I think it was saved off the woodwork. The crazy sequence there. And now a set piece opportunity, and in a great spot. It is Shivani Willis standing over this. A substitute right at the beginning of extra time. It's a 5-man wall for Charlotte. Shivani Willis pushed away by Pack, still into the middle. Oh, how did that not go in? Gallardo headed away, and Charlotte will get this out. Another fantastic opportunity for Union Omaha. They come again. Served out wide, Joe Gallardo. Shivani Willis. Skiers. Now Willis again. Positive impact since coming onto the field in the first 10 minutes of extra time. JJ gets it away, and Charlotte will get back on the ball. Dunwell. Johnson. They find a way out, just barely. Here's Sis. Taken off the ball. Tough place to lose it. It's Gallardo, and now Willis. Dos Santos was calling for it. Just couldn't get it to him. Inga beats Akoff to possession. It's out for a throw-in. Comes to the top of the area. Skiers. He's been a leader for this team, wearing the captain's armband. One of 2 starters in this game, and we're still on the team in 2021 when they won the title, and now Oberton is fouled. And the boos continue when Oberton touches the ball. And a yellow card issued to Alexi Soahi. Omaha at 30 shots, 7 of them on target. This has been an incredible defensive performance thus far. Now another opportunity coming forward, but Acosta steps in expertly. Floating this forward, can they win a second ball? Oberton plucks it out of the air and moves it out wide. Maybe trying to get the return ball. It's Gabriel Oberton, blocked down. Swept away. And now a break the other way for Omaha. Was there contact there? There was, and a yellow card. Brad Dunwell has his name taken. The card's starting to fly a little bit here. Look here. Rito just clipped from behind by Dunwell. Suahi. Akoff. Gets end line and sends the cross out of play. To Wahi. Done well. Putting pressure on Brito in the middle. Omaha with Shaft Brewer Jr. That'll be a throw-in, and they'll take it quick. Dolabella, he was just shoved down there by JJ. A bit of a cheap free kick to give away as we are in a 1 minute of stoppage time. What a game this has turned out to be. Drama throughout. Defense and a goalkeeper playing strong all game long. Ready for the delivery. Gallardo sends it in. The header's down and wide. Some of the fans on the near side may have thought that went in as it rippled the net. And that has brought us to the end of the first period as we look at this again. Skeers was up for it. What you're told to do, head it down with pace. But Pack had that near post protected. And we have reached the midway point here of extra time. Chances continue to fly for Union Omaha, but still no breakthrough. Dominic Casciato will talk things over with his club. Mike Jeffries on the other side. What a performance this has been from Charlotte. Defensively, they have been as strong as ever. It's a team that hasn't kept a clean sheet since September 23rd. It's been just about a month. A 2-0 win at home against Madison as we catch you up on what you missed during that first period of extra time. It has been a good one so far. A few of the opportunities. Joe Gallardo, when he's been on the ball, good things have happened. Great header from Dos Santos, but right at the goalkeeper. On the other end, Oberton, when he gets on the ball, good things have been happening as well. It was Akoff who was the winner to that header first, and then Omar Sis won the corner kick for Charlotte. Dos Santos was battling forward here. He was fouled. This shot wouldn't end up counting as it was saved off the post, but Shivani Willis, he would force another save out of Austin Pack regardless, and then somehow that one was not tapped in. And then Gallardo standing this up, and JP Skeers heading it just down to the outside of the post. Well, this is where we sit in terms of stats. 31 shots for Omaha, no goals to show for it. Just a remarkable offensive output. The expected goals at 3.25. These stats presented to you by the Simple Man. Here we go, just about set. 15 more minutes to go from Werner Park. These fans, they have stuck it out here in freezing cold temperatures. And we'll see if their home team can pull out a win. And we are underway. 15 more minutes to go. If we are still tied, it is penalty kicks. It'll be the first ever USL League One match to go to penalty kicks. Touched out wide. Dolabella. Couple of subs to tell you about. Luca Mastrantonio has come on to replace Dion Akoff. And a big sub on the other side for Charlotte as Gabriel Oberton has come off in favor of the youngster from Honduras and Luis Alvarez. Well, obviously, it'll impact these final 15 minutes, but will also impact who is going to be taking penalty kicks if we get there. Big if, as Omaha has a set piece on the way. Set piece opportunity. Driven ball forward. Dos Santos got his head to it, headed away. Milanese, was he caught? He was not. He gets back to his feet. Or at least he will in a moment. Santos heads it back, but it's touched away. Here's Alvarez. That ball did go out of play, a throw in coming. This is just the third extra time game in Charlotte history. Go back to 2021, a 2-1 loss against the Charleston Battery. In 2017, it was another 2-1 loss against the Rochester Rhinos. How about that? Turning back the years a little bit. This is their first extra time match in USL League One. The only time Charlotte has gone to penalty kicks was against the Florida Soccer Soldiers in the US Open Cup in 2019. That famous upset. Here's Johnson. Plays it forward. Barber trying to put pressure on. It's broken up. Lofted forward. Spielman and Acosta. They played a strong game in tandem. Never know what you're going to get in these sorts of games. I'm sure the odds makers were saying, yeah, it's going to be Omaha. The point total record, the goal scoring record, everything going their way. The 1 seed, they're at home. It's freezing cold. Would favor Union Omaha, but what this Charlotte team has been able to do coming in here today has been very impressive. And now we'll see if they can finish it off. Player's gone down for Union Omaha. It looks like that's Pedro Dolabella. Sis. Alvarez lays it off. It's Joel Johnson trying to slip this through. Corey Bennett on the chase after it took a deflection, and now the referee will stop play. As Dolabella says, yeah, I need a sub. There have been 4 subs used by Union Omaha. Sounds like Eddie Gordon is going to be the one called upon here. This is what happened. Dolabella, you can see right in the middle of your screen next to the referee. He's trying to just kind of run it off. Eventually he said, I think that is it, and eventually went to ground. He was still hobbling along. Such a helpless feeling there, trying to defend. Eventually his day comes to a close. Tough one to take there for Dolabella, the 24-year-old man who they called the mayor back at Marshall, where he won the 2020 College Cup. So it is Eddie Gordon coming in, and a good story is Eddie Gordon. His second season here with Omaha, the local product from right here in Omaha. He went to University of Nebraska, Omaha. He was the two-time Nebraska High School Gatorade Player of the Year as well. It would be storybook stuff if he could be the one to score the goal to send Omaha back to the final. Through the middle, it's broken up. Gordon taking off the ball. Ibarra for Dunwell. Here's Sis. Sis! Did that take a deflection? It must have. And he's saying, how in the world is this not a corner? Another look at it here. Gordon just muscled off the ball. Ibarra connecting with Dunwell, and then Sis. Oh, that did take a deflection. You can see the spin on it too. Charlotte don't get the benefit of it. It's a goal kick. Omaha searching here. Here's Brito. It's moved out wide. Cross lofted to the back post. Johnson helps it on its way. Cleared out of play. Throw in coming. Shivani Willis gets it in play quickly. Brito. It's a corner kick. It's a Modelo corner kick. First one in quite some time. Remember, there have been a lot of corners today. This is the 12th for Union Omaha. Brito delivers. Traffic there, but headed away. Alvarez trying to get there. Gordon has it blocked down, and maybe Charlotte can get out here. Sis hoofs it upfield. Touched away. Oh, still coming forward. It's Shivani Willis. It was a bit of a heavy touch. Maybe it was touched by a Charlotte player, but Willis was still able to track it down. Just missing that bit of composure in the final third. Willis did ever so well. Yeah, that was all him. Just weaving through white jerseys, but into the Parliament. Some pressure here. It's a missed pass at the back. Ibarra's shot deflected out for a corner. I guess Charlotte will take that. Maybe they thought they'd get something more out of it. Ibarra has put in one heck of a shift as well. 33-year-olds. Whistle here before the corner kick, as Miguel Ibarra is shaken up here. Now they're asking for training staff to come on. Boy, 117 minutes, soon be 120 minutes, takes its toll, especially on a night like this. I'm sure Mike Jeffries does not want to take Ibarra off the field before penalty kicks. But he is going to do just that. He'll be forced to do that. And Shalom Duty will be coming onto the field, and that is the end of the night for Miguel Ibarra.
Charlotte substitution coming off the bench for 5, Shalom Duty to be replaced.
Miguel Ibarra will be coming off, and it is Shalom Duty coming on. Duty, the fourth-year player here with the Independents, 25-year-old from Togo. Duty's been a regular contributor. This will be his 32nd appearance of the season. Off the captain's armband, and he will come off the field. Both coaches said about penalties, starting unit isn't necessarily the one that's out there on the field. 5 subs have been used on both sides, so we might get a few subs taking kicks if we get there. 90 seconds to go, plus stoppage. And a corner kick here for Charlotte. The in-swinger right on top of Nuhu. It's punched away. And is there a chance to break here? Dunwell putting his body on the line. It's headed forward again. Inga is there defensively. Dos Santos trying to carry it forward. And it's cleared away. Right off. Spielman into the final minute. Dunwell settles as it touched away. He won't get back onto it. Dos Santos taken away. Chances are starting to dry up here for Union Omaha. Meanwhile, for Charlotte, here they come again. Joel Johnson couldn't quite turn the corner. He'll cut it back. Dunwell. It's back for Sis, who tries to put it towards goal, and Rashid Nuhu holds onto it. Three minutes of stoppage time to close out this second period of extra time. Not done yet. Dos Santos has gone down as Johnson comes forward. It's out of play. Throw in here for Omaha. Crowd urging their side on. What a game this has turned out to be. Still no score in the other semifinal either between North Carolina and Northern Colorado. Santos was up for it and just couldn't find it. Acosta. Brito. It's a foul, and it's a free kick going the way of the Independents. What a game this has been. Almost incredible that we haven't had a goal yet with all the opportunities. 32 shots for Union Omaha in this game. Expected goals well over 3. Expected goals for Charlotte still at .37. They have 10 shots and 3 on target. Haven't had a chance in quite some time. So we're into the final minute. This is it. Final roll of the dice for either side. Sis just lofting it forward. It'll bounce once. Flag is up for offside. Headed forward again. Sis. Sent upfield. Alvarez could not keep it in play. Final seconds ticking away. And that is it. 120 minutes gone, no goals, and for the first time in USL League One history, we are going to a penalty kick shootout. The drama that we have seen unfold tonight at Werner Park has been tremendous. What a game this has been. It'll be Austin Pack versus Rashid Nuhu. Both of these goalkeepers throughout the regular season do have a penalty kick save. Both of these goalkeepers, 2 of the very best. This against Lexington earlier this year. Austin Pack, a big save here to push that one away. And on the other side, Rashid Nuhu, this against Chattanooga. And he pushed that one away. 2 game-saving stops for either goalkeeper so far this season. And now can they have season-saving stops at the end of this semifinal? So we mentioned the only penalty kick shootout in Charlotte Independence history. It came in 2019 in the U.S. Open Cup. The Florida Soccer Soldiers took them down in the Open Cup. On the other side for Union Omaha, of course we mentioned that PK shootout against the Chicago Fire last year in the Open Cup. And their magical run to the quarterfinal stage. Dion Akoff, he made one in that game. He scored the game winner. Aside from that, nobody else on the team made a penalty kick shootout, at least it's still on the team. 2 captains, Austin Pack, JP Skierce, going over things. Final words of encouragement on both sides. Hearing Omaha will be the ones to shoot first, and it looks like it'll be the goal to our camera position right, which means it'll be away from the Parliament on the other end. I wonder if they're going to race to the other end of the field now. Of course, the instructions for the goalkeepers, Austin Pack, Rashid Nuhu, not to leave the line early. All the pressure is on the kickers. It's always just a little bit something extra if one of the goalkeepers can come up with a big save. So Omaha will be kicking first. Here we go, it's 5 rounds. If it's still tied, will be more, and is JP Skeers to step up to the spot. 4th season with Omaha. One of the only players left, one of 4 players left from that 2021 title-winning team. And the captain gets the ball to begin this shootout. And Skeers scores! A great start for Union Omaha. Dominic Casciato talked about you do have to practice these moments. Of course, people feel different ways in these situations. He says it's very much about feeling out the situation. On the other side, Mike Jeffrey says, well, he kind of hates that it ends up this way, but it becomes a conversation at the end of the game, and who is confident, who wants to take it. And up first for Charlotte is Joel Johnson. She knew who on the line. Joel Johnson, top corner. How about that one? A great finish from Joel Johnson, his first professional penalty kick. Stepping up like he's done it for years. And puts it in the top corner. This is Steven Dos Santos, 1-1 after 1. Dos Santos, it's wide! The top goal scorer for Omaha has missed! Doesn't even test the goalkeeper. Pack gets the right way, but a huge miss from Steven Dos Santos. And the advantage could swing the way of Charlotte. And now it is going to be Hector Acosta. It is also his first penalty kick in his career. To give Charlotte the lead after 2 rounds. Acosta fires it home, and the Independents lead 2-1 after 2. Right down the middle, roofs it. That is a great penalty kick from Acosta. Next up, it is Joe Gallardo. His first season with Omaha. A big player coming off the bench today. Now can he convert to get Omaha back into this shootout? Gallardo, long run up. Pack gets the right way, but Gallardo scores. It's 2-2 with Charlotte still to kick. Pack looked like he left his line early, something he has a tendency to do. He does it there, and he scored anyway. It didn't matter. Now it's Corey Bennett, who made just his 10th start of the season this year. He had scored 6 goals. He's in his 2nd season with Charlotte. He's 5 of 7 in his pro career from the spot. And this is to keep Charlotte out in front after 3 rounds. Corey Bennett, it's off the hands of Nuhu and it's in! And Charlotte keep their advantage. Everything right here from Rashid Nuhu. He just couldn't get enough on it. Slaps the post in disgust. It is Joe Brito stepping up, his 2nd season with Union Omaha. Brito slots it down the middle. Cool, calm, and collected. So Omaha will at least see a 5th round here. A lot of power behind it, but once Pack had committed, it was over. And now it's the youngster, Luis Alvarez. He just came off the bench. No penalty kicks in his pro career. A goal and an assist. A 20-year-old from Honduras. Played for Lobos. How about this run-up? Alvarez scores! And Charlotte is on the precipice. 4-3 going into the final round. Look at the power behind that. And now Omaha must make. It is Shivani Willis. Came on in extra time, nearly scored a free kick, if not for a save from Austin Pack. His 2nd season with the club to keep their season alive. Willis strides up and Willis scores. And the pressure now on Charlotte to convert. What drama here at Werner Park. Trying to pump up the crowd as Willis slots it in the corner. And it is the center back, Nicholas Spielman, his 1st season with Charlotte Independence, to send Charlotte to the USL League One final. The Jacks will ride on to the final as they have upset the top-seeded Union Omaha. What an upset for the Charlotte Independents. They've come on the road and they have taken down the record holders. What a defensive performance. What a performance from the spot. They were flawless today. A clean sheet, 5 for 5 from the penalty spot. And Union Omaha's season is over. An incredible performance put in by Charlotte today. The celebration's well worth it here. And now the focus turns to Cary. It is 1-0 to North Carolina. Right now, they would be in the position to host. And this is what did it. Nicholas Spielman, the 27-year-old center back, and it should be fitting that a center back is the one to send Charlotte on. Flawless in defense today, then they step up to the spot and get the job done. And as quick as their playoff journey started today for Union Omaha, it is over. One and done for the regular season champions. Now obviously an incredible season, a record-breaking season for Union Omaha. But it just was not meant to be today. And as the game continued on at 0-0, it just felt like it was Charlotte's to be had. And in the end, Charlotte is moving on to the USL League One final. So this is it. Well, this is not it. This one is it. This is the right one. It is Charlotte Independence that are moving on. And of course, it will be the winner of North Carolina or Northern Colorado to host the USL League One final next weekend. That will be November 5th on ESPN2. And North Carolina, we can tell you, is leading that game. It is at the half at the moment. Well, what a game this turned out to be. Unfortunately for Union Omaha, their playoff run is over. But for the Jacks, they will ride on to the USL League One final. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long. We'll talk to you next week as it will be Charlotte taking on either North Carolina or Northern Colorado. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Eastern. So long from Omaha.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.